Politico is reporting that Donald Trump's new staff, the one that is working with him down at Mar-a-Lago as the office of the former president, has devolved into total chaos. In fact, as one aide told Politico, they said, right now it's like a daycare if you took all the adults away. There's virtually nobody with organizational skills left. These people who spoke to Politico said it's plagued with infighting. There's tons of backstabbing, individuals trying to take credit for something somebody else did, and that's just pissing everybody off. But honestly, this report should come as absolutely no surprise to anyone. I mean, after all, even when Trump was serving as the president, we had nonstop reports of fighting and backstabbing and credit grabbing. There was a time when John Bolton almost got in a fist fight with somebody outside of the Oval Office, according to reports. So yeah, this chaos kind of follows Trump, because Trump himself essentially is chaos. But these staffers, unlike the White House staffers, little lower in quality. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I really don't. If you're working for the former president now and you're watching this, but let's be honest. You go to work in the White House because that's a pretty big deal. You're working for the President of the United States. So you can attract quality people. And there were some quality staffers, not cabinet members, working for Donald Trump when he was in the White House. These were the people who sucked it up. They looked at all the chaos and they said, I don't care. I'm going to stick with it. This is going to get me a better job. It's going to create a better future for me. But that doesn't exist down there at Mar-a-Lago. It really doesn't. There's no advancement. You're not in the in crowd anymore. You're not, moving and shaking with those in D.C. This isn't going to get you anything, and that's why it's harder to attract quality people. So you get these little, freaks down there fighting one another, backstabbing, taking credit for a recent fundraiser. The person who set it up, somebody else came in, one of his staffers, and said they set it up. That caused a huge fight. And nobody knows what in the hell they're even doing working for this guy. Kicker is this. This staff that the former president currently has, we're paying for that. As part of the deal of being the president of the United States, once you're no longer the president of the United States, taxpayers still fund your Secret Service protection. We fund your office, and we fund your staff to run that office. So these chaotic, incompetent individuals down there at Mar-a-Lago, our tax dollars are paying for that. And that to me is the ridiculous part. Trump, the guy who famously, I'm donating my presidential salary, $400,000 a year, because I don't need the money, is still mooching off taxpayers, so we have to pay for these incompetent nincompoops down there to fight one another just to work with him. That's ridiculous, and to be quite honest, pretty sure we need to revamp that system, at least just a little bit. The guy owns Mar-a-Lago. We shouldn't be paying him to have an office space there. We shouldn't be paying for the staff when he clearly tells us he has all this money and he could afford it himself. Secret Service? I give him that. I don't like the guy, but sure, you can have that. I understand the need for it, but the rest of it, I think it's time we take a good hard look at all these privileges and perks that we're giving to former presidents, because all they do is use them for partisan purposes. And I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to do that with tax dollars, so what's the point of this? Or at the very least, if we're going to continue funding this, how about we let the actual government have a say in what kind of individuals get to work there so that we don't end up with reports of these staffers who are getting paid with our tax dollars acting like a bunch of daycare children when the adults run away.